Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of our Yoga from Scratch beginners yoga series. I'm thrilled to be on this journey with you, and congratulations for taking this time for yourself. You deserve it. In this first episode of our beginners series, we're going to touch base on what we need for yoga to start in our home practice, what is yoga exactly, and finally we'll dive into a flow or routine, stretch out the body, building strength, using postures and or asanas. So strap your seatbelts and we'll get this going. So, what is yoga? Yoga is best defined as a discipline where we use mindful breath or pranayama, meditation, and specific postures for health and relaxation. So it's an exercise where we use non-judgment, it's non-competitive, it's personal. We're sweet to ourselves. We take care of ourselves. It's a discipline where we use mindful breath, meditation, and specific postures for health and relaxation. And what I mean by it's non-competitive and non-judgmental, we honor where our body is at. We don't force our body to do, hey, what my neighbor is doing, or we focus on what we deeply need, what we need to exercise. We find where we're tight in our body, and we honor that. So that's the non-judgmental, non-competitive aspect of it. It's a discipline, as in it's routine. You can be creative with it, but there are specific foundation poses that you'll need to learn to do that, and we're going to do that starting today. That's what this Yoga from Scratch series is, and I'm so excited about it because yoga has helped me in so many ways that I could go on and on about, but not today. Yoga is just, it's a game changer, guys, and it can honestly be a form of therapy, and it can get very raw. So, yay, prepare for that, scare you away in the first video. No. Our second question is, why practice at home instead of in studio when beginning our yoga practice? And you don't necessarily have to. In studio practice is wonderful. I prefer it, but I did not prefer it at first. So I'm here to tell you why an at-home practice is great for the beginning. You're in your own environment. You can go at your own pace and speed, as in pausing the video, rewinding the video, really digging deeper in to each pose, learning how to do it with proper form, and it's less intimidating. And you gain a bit of knowledge on the exercise before spending money, committing. It's just, it is a commitment, and we do want you to commit to this Yoga from Scratch series, but the good news is you can commit to it at your own speed, and that is what was really great for me, being a mother of 2, being a busybody, mentally just drained. Do I have the motivation to get up and go to a studio? No, I don't. Can I turn on YouTube? Yes, I can. That's what motivated me to start at home, and so I want to be here for you to start your practice, because honestly, guys, we all need yoga. I'm going to be blunt and say that you need this. Why do you need this, though? So that's question number 3. You need this. Calms the mind, gentle exercise, gaining self-awareness. Those are the 3 things that we want to take away from this. We want to know ourselves a little better. We want gentle exercise, gentle stretches, gentle ways to build strength, restorative ways to build strength and stretch, calm the nervous system, and calm the mind. The chitti virti. Calm the mind is what that means. Finally, that takes us to our flow. But what will we need for our routine? So I have my yoga mat, but you can use your blanket or you can use a towel. In fact, I used a towel a lot at first. But you do want to invest in a mat because it's less slippery. Even though you really truly can just do this on the carpet or on the hardwood floor, it's easier on the knees to use a mat. It's easier on the knees to use a blanket. Again, you want to get a pillow, and this is to prop up our body if we need help sitting up tall. You want to set up your space just to make it comfortable for you. Now this is extra. You don't have to get your salt lamp and your plants out. These just make me feel happy. And when I use yoga as, it's my time. I'm a mama. This is my time. So I set it up. I get extra with it. I have a glass of water. You can get tea. You can get coffee, Dr. Pepper. You do you, boo. But you know what? I would snack after because snacking is amazing after yoga. So get you some water, coffee, tea, you name it, and let's get to exercising. Okay, so we're going to start in what we call the easy pose, or Sukhasana. We're starting with our legs in a crisscross applesauce position. So one foot, left foot under the right calf, right foot under the left calf, and we're sitting up really tall. And guys, it's okay if your knees are up here. Mine were up there for the longest time, so you can get comfortable. The main thing we want to focus on when sitting in the easy pose is we want straight spine with our head over our heart and our heart over our pelvis. So we want to imagine that there is a rope pulling up literally on our spine, and we're sitting up nice and tall. If you're finding it really hard to sit up tall, if you're hunching and it's just really hard for you to sit up nice and tall, you can come up onto a pillow, and that sometimes helps prop up the body. So next, we're going to focus on our breathing. So this is where we take in that mindful breath, or pranayama. It's where we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. On our inhales, we're filling up the belly, so our belly fills up like a balloon. And when we exhale through our mouth, the navel draws towards the spine. So even if it doesn't suck all the way in, the goal is to draw that belly button like it's a magnet to your spine. So as we're sitting here nice and tall, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, we'll take a deep breath in through the nose, and when we breathe in through the nose, we'll fill that belly up like a balloon. So inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we want to maintain that breath pattern as we sit here for 5 breaths in our easy pose. So inhale 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Breath returns to natural rhythm as you flutter the eyelashes opened, if they were not already. sitting here. Set an intention for your practice today. So maybe a goal for your day or a goal for tomorrow if you're practicing this video tonight. Just something small like, today I'll smile. Today I will give myself one compliment. I will compliment a stranger. Give yourself one goal for today. Next, we'll remove our pillow, if we're staying on one. And we'll sit up nice and tall and just take the palms of our hands and walk our fingertips out as you shift to your knees and come to all fours. Now it's important in our all fours position, we call this tabletop, that we have our palms underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. Now it's okay if your toes are curled under or the tops of your feet are touching your yoga mat. That is yogi's choice. So we're pressing away from our foundation. Straight neutral spine, so we're looking down at our yoga mat and all the way to the crown of our head to the tip of our tailbone, it's straight spine, neutral spine. So then, while we're here in our tabletop position, we'll return to that breath pattern where we inhale through the nose, filling up the belly with air. Exhaling, drawing that navel to spine. Now on our next inhale, while we fill the belly up with air, we'll drop our tummy towards our mat, lift our chest, roll our shoulders back. Chin comes towards the ceiling for cow pose. And then when we exhale, we arch through the spine, drawing that navel to our spine like a magnet, tucking the tailbone under, chin comes to chest, crown of the head points towards your mat for cat pose. Inhale as you come back to your cow, lifting the chin and the chest up, puffing that tummy out towards your mat. Exhale, rounding through the spine, drawing that navel in, crown of the head points towards the mat. Fully exhale. 2 more times, 2 more cycles. Inhale up towards cow. Belly fills with air. Exhale, arch the spine. Crown of the head points towards the mat. Last time, really notice where you feel tight in the back. Lifting up. Exhale, return neutral spine, straight spine. Return to your normal breath pattern. If you're starting to feel some pressure in your wrist, you can press into each fingertip and press away from your mat. Next, we're going to curl our toes under as we come into our downward facing dog. We're going to peel the knees up off the mat, peeling that tailbone up, straightening the legs, weighting down in the heels, letting the head hang between the arms, straight spine. Now, if your heels are not touching your mat, that's okay, but the goal is to weight down in the heels. Draw that navel to spine and breathe here. We're going to return to our breath pattern. So we'll inhale, fill that belly up with air. Exhale, magnet to the spine. We're taking 5 breaths here, so inhale. One more breath. Start to wiggle the knees, wiggle the hips. returning to our normal breath pattern as we're walking our dog. On our next exhale, we'll lower the knees back down. And I know it was a short practice, but it's short and sweet on day one. We'll bring the toes together, scoot the knees in. We're going to send the hips back, hugging the tummy, creasing at the hips, bringing the tummy to the thighs. Tail comes to heels, and we stretch our arms out long. Forehead comes to mat. For child's pose. Now, in child's pose, we can return to our normal breath pattern. So we want to lower the forehead and breathe deeply into our back muscles to relieve any tension that might be in our back. On our next breath in, we're going to come all the way up. Sitting up nice and tall on our knees. Resting our hands in our lap, take a deep breath in through the nose, puffing that belly out. Exhale, navel to spine. Now we're going to make our way to a seat, stretching the legs out long. And we're going to slowly come to our back for Savasana or corpse pose. We do this every practice. This is restorative for the nervous system, and it's very important not to skip Savasana. Some people come to yoga for Savasana because it's truly the best part, and it's the hardest pose. So take a sip of water. Dr. Pepper coffee, whatever you have. We'll come down to our mat. Our goal here, palms face the ceiling, feet hang flat. Take a deep breath in, the deepest breath you've taken all day. And when you exhale, let it all out, release, melt to your yoga mat. Focus purely on your breath. Set that to-do list aside, set the day aside. Focus purely on your breath. Slowly begin wiggling your fingers and your toes. Bat the eyelashes open if they're not already. Then we'll roll to the right. And slowly press up the body, coming to a seat. Join the palms together. Sit up nice and tall. Deep breath in, long exhale out. Bow. Namaste. Now in yoga, we say namaste. This means my soul honors your soul. I recognize the divine spirit in you because it is also within me. I honor and accept who you are as an individual. And not only that, but I appreciate it. And that's what namaste means. So when we practice together and then we bow and we say namaste, is a word for acceptance and honor. Thank you so much for joining episode 1 of Yoga from Scratch. Join us next week for episode 2. I hope you'll join. It's going to be episode 2 called Read Your Recipe. So I'm so excited. Bye.